It's this one. It's the only one they gave.
Thank you.
There you go,
And
baby.
we are live. We're just getting set up right now, though, so nothing yet.
Thank you.
Yep.
We need to close the circle.
We don't have Kai here. Leave it open. We're missing someone.
He's not in the circle, he's dead.
Well, Jesus
If you're not
Christ.
in the circle, he's dead.
Kick him from the podcast.
No!
So they're speedrunning Minecraft this Friday on SGDQ.
Minecraft?
Yes, it's an hour and a half long.
How do you speedrun Minecraft? How do you even get to the end of that game?
Fuck if I know. It's been like 8 years since I last played Minecraft.
Do you kill the Ender Dragon and that's just it?
Probably just like YOLO builds a house and be like, that's it, we're done.
We did it! We parsed gold in Minecraft! Alright.
Oh yeah, so WoW after the whole stat squish is friggin' hilarious because I'm almost level 60.
Oh no.
I'm doing like 300 DPS. It's great. It's like stuff.
How? I heard 8.2 is gonna screw some more stuff up.
I have no idea. I haven't even gotten to Burning Crusade.
Alright, I need to bring up one more window. We should be good to go. It's posted everything everywhere it has to be.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Okay.
One.
No, not like that. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. Doing a mic check, but it looks like everything's... What? Is that English? What did Pi say? I'm excreting male Vieira and female... Oh god. Pi, stop! I'm moving.
Oh god.
I'm moving chat for a minute so everybody can see this catastrophe that's happening. You guys see that?
I think Pi is having a stroke.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm back.
We're almost done setting up. We're just getting a few more things settled.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be a pretty lowball podcast, TPH.
She's emulating the Square Enix forum.
Oh god. I'm kinda trying to get some more audience interaction too with this podcast. but we'll see.
I mean, we're in
Okay, I
flying
got
chairs.
confused
I
when
think
you
we
did
should
that,
fly.
Opie. I got so confused when you did that.
Why?
That's a big bounce and you're still hovering. Wow. Oh yeah.
It's magic.
Yes, Xmas Sparkly, you are an audience.
That's actually kind of cool if we hover.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! My fanfic. Philo's fanfic is live in chat. Let's remove that real quick and show chat again.
Zinvo, hit your space bar.
Zimbo,
What?
jump!
Hit the space
Oh.
bar.
Not that high!
No.
To the moon.
Oh, God. What about you just drop to the ground like a boulder?
Get stuck.
It's that big
It's like
giraffe
fucking
part
World of
yours.
Warcraft. You get dismounted and then you die.
Oh, I hated that. every
I did
time someone
too.
attacked you.
Okay, I think we're good. Anyone need to do anything before I actually start it?
No.
I think I should be good.
What are you eating?
Ritz crackers
my
and
s-
strawberry cream cheese.
My sanity.
That too.
Hate you.
Together?
Why?
That's such strong emotions. I'm glad we're capturing
I
this.
know, hate is such a strong word. Thought we were friends.
Okay, I dislike you right now. I miss cream cheese and Ritz crackers.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. Kai's missing tonight, but everybody else is here. We got Zinvo, we
Hi.
got Ophi,
What up?
we got Astrid.
Hello.
I'm not here, and then Philo's here.
Please follow me and follow Monty Twitch TV thing.
Please go follow Philo. He needs followers and lots of love.
Also follow my fanfic blog.
He wrote about me and it was actually somewhat good. So yeah, definitely go do that.
So the podcast topic tonight is we're less than 5 days away. We're basically 4 days away from Shadowbringers.
Is it Friday yet?
Yeah, seriously.
That's basically the general feel. So we didn't really want to talk about anything complicated. None of us are thinking straight anymore. It's just, is it Friday yet? No, don't even talk to me.
I would love to run another experts that takes 40 minutes and that I pull aggro with
That-
any spell. It's great. It's great.
I'd like to run experts and the tank is role playing as a cat and doesn't know how to turn on shield oath.
I'm sorry,
I feel
meow.
personally attacked.
That
Oh my god, that party was special.
was so cool.
But she could hold hate, so I can't complain too much.
There were a couple times where I almost ripped it off, but anyways.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? There's gonna be no diversion. Philo, help.
So, what are we expecting from Shadowbringers? Like right now?
Raubon EX 3.0. They're gonna fuck it up again.
No,
Can
don't
we-
say
already-
that.
Let's-
No.
I think we should divide. I think we should divide this between what we expect from Square Enix and what we expect from the player base.
Oh no. Okay, let's
I
do.
actually agree with that.
Okay,
Let's do
so
that.
Dear.
let's go with the hard one first. What do we expect from Square Enix?
The servers are gonna be on fire.
Servers are gonna be literally melted.
We're gonna log in at 2:03 and then we're gonna get disconnected at 2:13.
See, I don't think that's gonna happen specifically to us because everyone's on Aether and Primal and no one's on Crystal. So I'm cool with this.
I think I'm in agreement with Opie that we're going to see Raubon Uwu 2.0 electric.
Philo, Carap.
We're getting Raubon Extreme Ooh Woo, looking for his arm part.
Oh no.
I thought Pippin was his arm.
Oh.
Pippin was his arm that grew legs and arms and sentience.
Spoilers, he lost his other arm!
So is it like that that 80s movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, twins?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, Xmas Barkley says someone's gonna die, and Jonathan says Balmung will bring us down. The weight of their RP will burn Crystal to the ground. We'll get to that after. Palder says the Q system will probably fix that issue, which I think it will. TVH.
Well, see,
Yeah, I thought there was that Q
here's
system.
See, they got the Q system, but here's the problem. Have they fucking tested it? No, they have not. This will be the first and only test run. So we get to be like, oh, look, it's great you put this system in, but guess what? It shit.
It exploded, and we can't even get into Q.
So now I guess I have a question. So now that Aether and Primal are like completely on lockdown, like they're filled up to the brim.
Aether has isn't even allowing creation of characters except in the morning on some of the less populated servers and midday. Crystal is open all parts of the day except at night, and then Balmung locks down. Primal is like an in between. Primal has some servers on lockdown and some are just fine.
I
So
think I
now
know why.
Go ahead.
I think I know why Balmung's locked on at night.
We gotta get all those people who are moonlighting as dominatrixes, man.
It's when they make their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's prime time.
Dude, you guys saw that screenshot I posted with the rates for that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
It was
Unfortunately.
It was insane. You could make mad bank doing that.
Dude, I was talking with Zeke and them about that, and you know what? If you think about it, the only people who can afford that are the high-end crafters and raiders.
Oh,
So is that what James Sky does?
Just let
Oh,
that
I'm
sink
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah, don't put anybody on blast on the podcast.
It's just like real life with the politicians and corporations buying hookers and drugs.
I mean, there are, I've seen this before. I've seen, slut RP characters, and they just take them to Balmung, and they just, do whatever you want to me. I'm like, no!
Please, baby, hit me with your giraffe.
Basically. Z-Town.
Taking the Z-Town daddy.
No.
But,
Dying.
I think the servers will be okay. Aether's gonna be gone. Aether won't exist. Stop spamming pet in the chat. No, I'm kidding. Pi says Aether is gonna need a queue for their queue, and Xmas Barkley says he's extremely uncomfortable right now. Thanks, Philo. This is
So who's the uncomfortable by? Me or Zinvo for Z-Town?
probably both of you.
And I did nothing.
So I'm expecting a letter from the producer on the forums this weekend. This upcoming weekend, because the servers are gonna shit the bed so hard, and he's gonna have to make a public apology or something.
So yeah, my question I never really asked my question to its fullest, but when early access comes and say Aether and Primal are literally shut down, will people be able to transfer to Crystal and then just crash our server then?
It depends, because remember, you need to meet specific conditions to transfer servers. One is you have to have less than 1 million gil on you. Two, you need to not have a free company room or be in a free company. And three, there's one more, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh, you can't own houses. You can't own houses, and you can't. There's another weird condition that I'm not remembering right now. I think it might be you can't have things on the market board, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. But yeah, you You have to meet those conditions first. So there's gonna this is what's gonna happen. There's gonna be people who literally cannot log in, and they're not gonna be able to server transfer, and they're gonna be stuck on that server for the entirety of early access.
I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Oh, and Pearl found it. If your server is in an emergency maintenance, you cannot transfer either. So if Aether goes down, those people are stuck. They are stuck hard.
Good to know.
So basically, unless they do all those conditions, like they're not getting anywhere. So we'll be okay, I think, for the most part.
We'll be fine. I already told everyone don't use World Visit. So, but yeah, they're definitely gonna have to make like a public apology or something. All that stress testing probably will help, but I don't think it's gonna fix it. There's just too many people.
I 110% guarantee you that on like Saturday they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're getting DDoSed." Ongoing DDoS attack.
Probably.
You watch.
But it happens.
You watch. Mark my word.
It happens regularly, though. We get DDoS all the time.
Yeah, like whenever new content shows up. I wonder what that's called. It's called an influx of new players.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Not for us anyway. We'll be fine. Good luck everybody else though. Aether, everybody, see ya. We'll be clearing endgame while you guys are not being able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part where like in a week from now we edit in a narrator voice that says, "And he was wrong."
Dude, I've been thinking about getting some video editing software that's not subscription based to try and edit some of this stuff, but we'll see.
I was recommended Blender, but you have to learn how to use that.
Okay.
Blender is 3D software, not video.
They also do video editing.
When the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but they do it. You just gotta learn how to use it.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
can
gonna
also-
fire Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere. Thank you very much.
You can also plug it into the wall and blend stuff.
Paldor says it's not unlike hackers to DDoS during big events or huge updates. Yeah. I don't. So the only other thing I'm expecting from Square Enix at this point is probably they're gonna send their whole dev team away, like they always do after an expansion launch, and something's gonna break and it's not gonna get fixed. Because they always send off the dev team for like a month's vacation after every expansion. So find something to break it, and then abuse it, because nothing's gonna happen until it gets fixed. Just don't AC Ungramax and say you were just messing around with it and then get banned.
The GMs still have power.
The GMs still have power. It wasn't a religious experience, TBH. Gotta find me a Gil exploit. You and me both. Xmas Barkley.
Christmas over there gonna find him some high-end hookers.
Go to Balmung, they're all over the place. Just as a heads up, most of them can't write for shit, so be careful about that.
There a wizard hat involved?
Yeah, I put on my robe and wizard hat.
That's always the best.
But I think that's all we can really expect from Square Enix, other than the content we've been shown so far. I mean, do you guys think anything from Square is going to suck this time? Do you guys think there's any systems you're going to be like, this is awful, I'm never doing it?
The new diadem and the Ishgardian restoration.
Spearfishing.
That's not a new system.
No.
Diadem, I need to wait to see it. I kind of like how Diadem is now, TBH. But if they're revamping it, maybe they'll make it better.
You're also everything that's wrong with this game, Supa.
No, I'm not.
Fucking Mahjong, get out of here with that.
Mahjong was a great addition to this game.
That's still a thing. I have to get rid of that.
No. Xmas Barkley says the new retainer system will suck, and Pro says what wizard hat is Super Harry Potter now. They did just release an app for like Pokemon Go like Harry Potter.
Wait, what retainer system? What are they doing?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
What?
They're just changing the UI of the retainer system.
So does that mean we're gonna get a FC roster?
Maybe.
overhaul
I'm guessing.
sometime?
I'm guessing they're waiting until they implement FC alliances, and they'll just do it all at once. Because I haven't.
Say we never.
They interviewed him back after the NA Fan Fest, and they're like, "Where's FC alliances? Those are like 3-4 years in development." And they're like, "We're almost done with it. It just needs a little more time."
Yeah, like 3 or 4 fucking years wasn't enough. Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of things that get put in the back burner, and like
Small indie devs.
look at Eggy.
All indeed.
Look at Eggy Glamour, Chocobo Racing, and FC Alliances. Those are things we've been waiting for forever. We finally got Eggy Glamour. Chocobo Racing probably won't happen anytime soon because the dude who works on that content is on the battle team. And then FC Alliances, someone's working on that. I don't know who it is, but they need to hurry up.
And they kind of said the same thing about the phone app, because they were saying that that was going to come out.
The phone app was supposed to come out forever ago.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they have like 3 or 4 people that are just dedicated to back burner projects, and that's like all they do.
Yeah, those are the interns.
Jonathan says, Yoshi said during an interview it's currently not possible to reveal another retainer without quitting out of the previous one. Spaghetti Legacy Code. So you can view all your retainers at once now.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah, that I can get behind
That'll be
that.
nice. Yeah.
They've been...
God, this is
Can I have
so
a
much
send
shit.
all button or resend all button? That would be great.
That's probably what he means. Yeah, but I don't think we really can expect anything else from Square Enix at the moment. So, everyone thinks all the systems will be fine, I think. I think the only thing I'm really iffy about is probably, like, trusts. Just because I don't know how much mileage I'm going to get out of them. Then again, I don't ever play without people from the FC or people I know personally, so it's not like...
That's what the link show is for.
Yeah, that's what that link show we made is for.
Mm-hmm.
But the link show I've had for fucking 4 years.
That sketchy white van.
Xmas Barkley says they hope they just add a repair all button.
That'd be nice.
I would like a repair
And
all button
also
very
offer
much.
repair to other people. That'd be great.
I don't know why other players can't repair other players' gear. It's weird.
It is because I can meld your gear, but I can't repair it.
An auto desynth fish because it takes 3 fucking years to desynth a stack of fish.
Why do you
Just make a macro.
Why do you do this to yourself, Zinvo?
Because I like water and ice crystals. And that's it. I have no other reason.
You can have mine.
Yeah,
You don't
you.
like them.
Lufkin brings up a good point. You used to be able to repair other people's gear in 1.0. That's a.
So it exists.
It exists, so we just don't have it.
We have the technology, but not the funding.
Basically. Sounds like Zinvo is an addict. I agree. He shouldn't be desynthing fish like that.
He really just likes the salmon and fish.
Man.
So, moving on from Square Enix, what do we expect from the player base? This is the fun one.
All fucking chaos is what I
Yeah,
expect.
absolute chaos is gonna break loose.
There's gonna be like 20 forum posts in 5 seconds with everyone saying, "How can I transfer to Crystal?"
I made that
Or
Reddit post on the ship posting sub that basically said, "See you all in early access when you all transfer back to Crystal because you can't fucking play on Aether or Primal, and you'll be wasting $40 more on the expansion. Who's the real loser here? and I got downvoted. I got downvoted hard. I have it saved in my comment history, and when it happens, I'm gonna go back to that Reddit post, puff my chest out, and be like, "Who was right?" and then just leave it there.
Fucking LOL.
Exit Sparkly says that he expects 1 million dancers and gunbreakers.
I expect we're going to be waiting for healers in the queue for 1 million years.
Yeah, I don't expect a lot of people to stay healer after this next expansion.
I expect Supa will be changing his main from Scholar to some...
No,
I have
Super
all
will
the
make it work.
I have all the relic weapons. I have played this class for upwards of 5 years. I'm not quitting.
You're gonna be like, I can do 50 DPS and I'm parsing gold.
Hey, I'll still be out DPSing these idiots in the duty finder. I'll guarantee you that much.
I was gonna say. I'm just gonna blow it kisses, Supa, so you don't rip aggro.
Man.
Dude, I already rip aggro from people on Scholar. It's fucking embarrassing. Pi says there's Vieras everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet
funny.
people are gonna be bitching about, where's the male Vera? They'll be doing more of that.
Dude, that thread on the forum still gets traction.
Are you gonna change, Supa?
Maybe. I haven't decided.
You can finally have your own ears instead of glamming on.
I know, I thought about that. I was like, I could wear headpieces again.
Uh-huh.
What if I just wear these ears?
Lol.
Nothing has changed. Jonathan
That's
says,
even if they display though, because we don't even know how headpieces are gonna work on those guys.
They're not.
Yeah.
so what Jonathan says, what if all the skill requirement Yoshi P, what if that's the skill requirement Yoshi P mentioned? Aggro is now a tank only effort, so they have to maximize their DPS or drop aggro. I would hate that as tank. I don't even tank, and that sounds awful. You have to either hold aggro or DPS. Like, you can't do both anymore. That sounds awful. Don't do that.
Well, they took away
So
the
that
aggro
means Paldor
combo,
can't
right?
stand.
The aggro combo's
No.
gone, but the DPS combo now gens enmity by itself. So it's technically, they took the aggro combo away, but they shoved all the effects of it into the DPS combo.
Yeah, so you do one, you do the other. It's the same thing. You don't have to worry about doing one or the other. Now you get both, and
Okay.
therefore that's impossible. See what I'm saying? That you know, if you maximize your DPS, you're going to maximize your aggro. So that shouldn't be a thing.
Oh, like we misinterpreted it. He's clarifying. No, like in order to hold aggro, you have to do good DPS. Ooh, I'd be down with that.
makes sense.
That would make way too much sense. And then like you get all these people who are spamming Unleash, like, why can't I hold aggro?
Yoshi P over there with the big brain time.
That scares me because that means I can't AOE if they're holding it on just one target. And
That's when
enmity.
That's when you tell your party, "Hey, shitlers, stop single targeting one mob. I need to get aggro.
Fucking LOL.
Use your AOE combo." Pi says glasses and mask only, and Paldor says he thinks you'll be able to hold aggro just fine, just standing there. Maybe.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any problems with keeping aggro as a tank. I think it'll be just fine. I think people are making a mountain out of a molehill.
So you think they've dumbed it down enough that even what we're running into right now won't be a problem anymore?
I think
No.
we're still definitely gonna run into it.
I mean, people can clear the Y'shtola fight. Like that's the bar right there.
The only ones that will stop playing are the ones who could not heal to begin with. So, Soups, what is your skill? I have no skill. I'm a DPS class.
Lol.
Ah, not after 5 days from now.
I'm still mad.
This is gonna be fucking great. I'm telling you. I'm gonna love every second.
I know, and that's part of the problem, Paldor. We shouldn't...
I don't
you
want
should-
them to dumb it down.
you
Haldor.
shouldn't-
I want people to learn.
As I'm not a game dev, so I don't understand all this stuff completely. But you shouldn't have to dumb down in-game systems that are intuitive by style. And I'm an idiot who could figure it out, and I don't even play tanks. I can play Dark Knight just fine if I really have to, but I don't get it. How can you not read your tooltips and just jump into a class and start mashing your keyboard? It makes my brain explode. It hurts.
Well, and they do that provoke thing now where they provoke something and they think they have it, and I'm like, dude, that just sends you up to the top of the enmity, and then I'm going to cast another spell and rip it right back.
To be fair, that's because provoke in this game is unlike provoke in literally every other MMO out there, where if you provoke, you generate a set amount of aggro, not just put it on top of.
But it is intuitive by style, Xmas Barkley. That's how simple it is. Your skills literally highlight for the next one you're supposed to press. Please.
I remember in the past, like, they didn't have that, and then when they added that, it's like, oh my god, like, even a 3-year-old could figure this shit out.
I thought I was supposed to just hit one button and go AFK.
Like, I really think there should be a requirement where you have to read your tooltips, which is why I'm sort of excited with the role job quests coming out. Those sound like tests. Now that I think about it, those sound like massive tests to make sure you're playing your class right. And we're gonna
fight's a fucking mad fight.
No, yeah, because the way they said it, you have to clear all of those quests to become a mentor now. So they are tests in a sense. So if
To be a mentor.
Still though, I'm thinking we're gonna start getting threads on the forum saying I can't get my mentor status back because I can't clear the role job quests. Please nerf.
Yo, what if it is Matt?
Mott just comes out of the front. She's like, "Hey guys," and he's like demolishing sin eaters left and right. He's the reason for the Crystarium still existing.
LOL.
He's just like, "Oh, pass my test," and he just like comes up and punches you in the face, and you just die.
He's Godbert's version on the first.
Oh my god.
That's who he is. That's who he's gonna be.
I need this in my life.
Macho Mike says it'll just be like having to clear Mott and Wayno. And Pi says, I play Thunder Mage. I cast a spell every 30 seconds.
Oh no.
Ice Mage represent.
I mean, you could be afraid of fire, so you only cast ice and thunder.
Stop. No.
I lit myself on fire earlier in a dungeon, Pi. You'd be proud.
I just don't get it. I feel like if there's enough outcry from the community, if it's too simple, if it's too dumbed down, I'm gonna throw like a giant shit fit on the forums. I'll guarantee you that.
I'll genuinely be pissed off if it's really easy.
Yeah, because if it is, I'm gonna be like, dude, you need to like re-add some skills and like combos because I'm dying over here. This is boring.
So, spoiler alert, that's what's gonna happen because like I said, I'm playing WoW, right?
Yeah.
And for the entire playthrough so far, I have been using the exact same 4 DPS skills, and it's because every time there's an expansion, they have to add new skills, and they trim old ones. So it's like run out of skills to have. So you just have like so few skills left that it just happens naturally.
So, but okay, theoretically, what if they dumb it down now and then 6.0 they make it more complicated again?
They would have to add in a lot more skills. They'd have to add skills back in to make it more complicated.
I think what if they didn't add skills back in, but they just added new ones? Then they didn't trim any old ones though. They don't trim any old ones like they're doing now because there are some skills in the game right now that I generally think are useless. Sustain can get the fuck out of my life. That's one thing this game does not need. Eye for an eye is pretty useless too.
You remember when they took away sustain and then the community was like, "We need it back."
Yeah, because they don't know how to place their pets because they're dumb. My Eos never
You-
dies unless it tanks.
Eos got punted across the room earlier, Supa.
Yeah, and
Almost
it
died.
didn't die. It took like an eighth of its health. I'm like, good Eos. That's how you do it. But there are some skills and spells I can genuinely say can get the fuck out of here. Like heavy thrust, get that out of here. It's dumb. I hate heavy
Yeah.
thrust. So I'm cool with losing some of them, but like losing Bane on Scholar, I feel like that's a terrible decision. Bad idea.
Get fucked.
But see, Bane is a integral part of of the Scholar's DPS rotation, and it's just not going to feel like Scholar anymore.
That's
it's
the
gonna
whole
feel-
point.
Yeah,
Guess fucking what,
That's the
Super?
whole
You're not a DPS, so
I,
fuck
I
get rid
am
of it.
I am a DPS.
For the next 5 days.
Yeah, for the
And then
next
it's-
5 days.
See you later, cowboy.
I'm gonna make a forum thread as soon as the game goes up, saying "Give me Bane back, you cowards."
Lol.
Jonathan says,
it's,
"What?"
It's going to be White Mage as the big dick DPS and the heal.
Even if people post how to pass those quests on the wiki, people still won't be able to execute it. That's how bad they are. I'll guarantee you. So, Express Barkley says heavy thrust is the reason I refuse to play Dragoon. Jonathan says, "What the fuck, dude? Heavy thrust is my bread and butter spam skill for alliance raids. You're the monk who's spamming Dragon Kick and hope no one notices." Yes, follow the combo flowchart. Paldor just wants Stance Dancing back. I can kind of get behind that.
I totally agree.
Who knew that you had to actually play the game to play the game?
Paldor just wrote a paragraph, so hold on here. It's upsetting that they said they wanted to separate the skill-based players from people who are just playing, yet they remove the very thing the good tanks do to dumb it down for the people who don't understand how to tank properly, ruin it for the good tanks. Which is true. It's not fair. These people who've been playing tank correctly and know how to do it well.
Well, it's the exact same thing with cleric stance back in the day.
I know,
Like,
but
back in the day-
even Zeno said, he was at one of the media tours, and he kind of said, I don't really like how tanks are playing now. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, that's what happened when I lost cleric stance. Now you see how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I love tanking, but like at the end of the day, I'm so burnt out from work that like I don't want to think. I just want to like hit buttons, which is why I play DPS now. I just don't want to think. I want to hit a couple buttons and kill shit and have a good time for a couple hours and then go to bed and wake up, go to work again and that same shit.
But dude, I want to think though. That's why I play.
Well, fuck, and even I'll admit I'm in the same situation as you, Ophi, where I get home from work, I'm burnt out. I'm like, fuck, I'll hop on Final Fantasy 14, play for a while. I play as a tank or something like that. But the thing is that all of it, all the combos and everything is burned into my muscle memory so much that I can basically do it unconsciously. Like I could just be fucking typing to someone and tanking at the same time. It's like it's not that hard. But most people are people that don't know how to play tank. They don't fully understand like the whole kit and like how cooldowns work and global cooldowns, so on and so forth. I feel like in this, when the expansion comes out, there's either going to be a group of people, the try-hard people, or the people who are expecting a challenge. They're going to be pissed off because there is no challenge. Or it could be the complete opposite, where the super casual players are like, "Oh, this is way too hard," and then they're going to lose interest and they're going to get mad.
Remember how last week, Supa, you asked at what point do we become like have we
Gain the
peaked
notoriety
in regards
that
to, like,
WoW has.
yeah, like WoW did.
Yeah.
I think that with the dumbing down of it, I think we're on the right track to becoming the next WoW.
We need to stop then. I don't want to become WoW. I just wanted to be at WoW's notoriety.
Yeah, that is never gonna happen, my friend. You can't have both.
Damn it.
how I feel about it is if you want somewhat dumbed down combat and it's not super complicated, go play WoW. If you want complicated mechanics and like coordinating with your teammates and Savage and stuff like that, then play this.
Paler says he plays Tank to have fun and not be another body in a dungeon. And Xana says, my challenge is ping on mech. Oh, God. If you have a high ping, Machinist and Ninja are nightmares to play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking at you, Tenchi.
Xana says refugees are comparing Shadowbringers to Wrath of the Lich King.
Is that good or bad?
That is good.
Good
That's
thing,
great.
Wrath of the Lich King is like the pinnacle of WoW. Like the best WoW has ever been was when Wrath of the Lich King.
I played during WOLK and it was good, but
It was.
Oh, go ahead, Zimbo.
I definitely enjoyed Wrath of the Lich King. The story was good, combat was good. When they fucking added a Death Knight to it, the servers basically blew up because everyone was playing them. But
We couldn't play for like 4 days after.
yeah, it was that bad.
It was crazy.
But it was good. I honestly, in my personal opinion, I compare Wrath of the Lich King to Heaven's Ward. Like, the story-wise, the combat-wise, battle system, you name it. It's, like, very comparable.
So, Express Barkley says, so FFXW will peak here and then die a long death. No, don't say that. I'm going to say, though, whatever comes after the Shadowbringers is not going to be as good of an expansion as Shadowbringers.
I think it's going to be better.
Really?
I think 6.0 will be better. Because remember, like I said, all like the fires that have been burning at Square Enix headquarters for the past couple of years, like Kingdom Hearts 3, the FF7 remake, all that shit that Nomura caused has been cleaned up and fixed and is on track and everything. So
That's true.
You know,
That's very true.
all that shit is taken care of. Yoshi P's gonna be getting his team back together. He's getting all his devs back from having them all pulled to work on putting out those fires. So I think post launch, I think 6.0 post launch content's gonna be better than we've ever seen. Yeah, and then 6.0 is gonna be freaking amazing.
Okay, that's a fair opinion. I don't know though. It feels like it's gonna be like the Stormblood after Heaven's Ward. I don't know, but I could be wrong. Shadowbringer's story could just completely suck, and I'm just thinking too hard. I have too many assumptions.
Yeah.
Like, Thancred's just going to be like... He's going to fall off a cliff or something and break Hydaelyn that way.
He gets reborn as a Rothgar.
He just throws Minfilia at the Mother Crystal and breaks it that way. Stukane says, don't forget the final battle with the Lich King. I never got that far, so I don't know what that looked like.
Oh, I think I
It was
remember
so
it.
cool. It was very cool.
What else do we expect from the community, though? We got kind of off on a tangent there.
Aside from utter chaos and mayhem?
I don't know. Do you guys think because the world content is going to be more of a thing now with Fates and the gem system, we're going to actually see players try to go into the world and do content for once in their lives?
I hope.
I honestly feel that, because if I remember you were saying if I remember correctly, you said that Fates drop crafting materials and stuff like that.
So how it works, I'll give you a quick refresher. Fates in 5.0 areas anyway now think of them like Aether Currents. There's certain fates that drop gemstones, and the gemstones can be used to get writing maps, crafting materials, glamour items, and furniture. So that's a good system to put in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why we haven't done it sooner. So we have the maidens now, and the gem system, and the fate achievements. There's multiple reasons to do fates now, which It's kind of exciting. That's never happened before. But
It's gonna be interesting.
I am hoping that people will be more likely to venture out into the world. Pearl says no. For the first couple months, sure, but after that, nope. Hold on. Sukune also said 6.0 will be different from 5.0. Every extension is different than the game before. I already knew that, but I'm talking about like content-wise. Because, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm old, but Stormblood didn't feel as, like, gameplay-wise as good as Heaven's Ward. But I could be overthinking that, and it could be because I have past experience.
Stormblood was the whatchamacallit, the test playground for Shadowbringers.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Stormblood was disappointing.
Stormblood was like a
Agreed.
giant QOL expansion, TBH. We got a whole bunch of new features. Pearl says it'll be dead. If anything, it'll be like WoW's World Quest. It'll be a novelty initially, and then something people do with the bare minimum of for a daily. Almost seems like they're taking
really
Powder says it almost seems like they're taking a bit of Eureka and putting it into the overworld. Yeah, in a sense.
I really hope they tie it like the new relic in with like the world, with the new fates and all that.
Mhm.
So that, that way you have a reason to be out in the world beyond just the fates and the gems. Now you have another reason to keep people going back out, make it more live.
Pi brought up a good point, which I was going to bring up, but I had to catch up in the chat. So the world, the vendors that give the items from the fates for the gemstones, they will remain relevant if they keep adding items to them. What if they not get rid of hunts, but they make it so you can also find an alternative way to get the hunt rewards from the fate gemstones? Because doing hunts is a massive pain. I hate hunts. I don't like doing them. It's on a set schedule. Every time a hunt comes up and I try to kill it, someone comes along. It's like, the train's going to be here in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, bro, I'm killing this thing right now. I'm not going to stop just because you got a train coming. Not to say I hate trains either. I participate in them. But if I want to kill something, I'm going to kill it. But yeah, if they keep updating those vendors, then people will have a reason to keep coming back to the overworld. And they're kind of hinting at doing more content like that with Blue Mage. I feel like Blue Mage is a big hint at what they're trying to do now. Just find content in the overworld. Powder says, but yeah, once people get never mind, that's the same thing. It'll be interesting if you're on Crystal, but yeah, it'll be interesting if you're on Crystal, yeah, but not on Aether because the server will be down. The other thing I'm expecting from the community is hopefully not, probably just complete rage. I'm expecting exactly what I got in Stormblood. There's going to be people who's like, I took days off work for this. Where's my $150 in lost wages? That was a great forum thread, by the way. I couldn't find it. TLDR, some guy tried to sue Square Enix for having the game be down on when he took off the day for work.
That was a legit thing.
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm gonna sue Square Enix. I didn't go to work today. I took the day off. I used my PTO, or I don't know. I don't think he uses PTO, but yeah. So that happened.
Oh my god.
I already kind of posted that in announcements when I made that announcement to the FC. If you find, because there's a lot of angry people on launch day, everyone's emotions are running so high and it's not cool. Everyone wants to have fun, but they have this idea that they're gonna have fun, and if anybody gets in the way, they're gonna kill them or something.
That's fair.
Not really. But is there anything else you guys are expecting from the community?
More toxicity.
I don't know. For some reason, with the kind of changes with the crafting UI, I feel like that might actually be beneficial, and it'll bring new players to start crafting. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
What are you saying, Zinvo? The fuck are you saying?
I don't know.
What?
I mean, Super has to finally level
You,
crafts.
the fuck are you? Oh, you two, Astrid. The fuck are you saying? You want to say that again? Say that again.
You
No.
need to level some crafters so you can repair your own gear.
I'm gonna kill myself. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, everyone's sitting there like, what? Where's the repair all button? It's like, I have all my crafters to 70. I have a repair all. I've had a repair all button. It's great.
I can repair in the middle of a rotation if I want to.
Powder says he would.
Have.
Powder says he would be careful in main cities for spoiler talk. Okay, this is legit. I swear. I saw a screenshot a long time ago after Heaven's Word launched, and it was like during or right after early access. Someone
Scream Dumbledore dies?
someone ran to limbs and just screamed, Haurchefant dies! And that's why I always make that joke.
Oh, no.
I guess he got banned for doing that, so I don't recommend you do that.
Wow.
Xana says more Bunny Boy complaints. Pearl says she's gonna be turning all chats off for the first week or so. Most chats off, not all. Suka Crate says all people raging from Crystal because they took PTO and couldn't play. Super will level and all just like always and then do nothing. Oh,
I took.
Super will level Alchemist like always and then do nothing. Hey, you leave my playstyle alone. Alchemist is my jam.
Just like DPS Scholar is your jam.
They're both my jam.
I'm gonna be upset if I can't play. I fucking took time off.
I did. Dude,
I didn't.
we'll be able to play Philo, don't worry about it. Do you remember Stormblood? We made it.
Yeah, we did make it, and then fucking Ralbon EX.
Hey, I made it through. You didn't.
I did it.
I think I slept. I decided to go to sleep. I was like, I'll just finish this and, you know.
You
Yeah,
did.
later.
That's right. Because we were at like 2 quests before Ralbon EX, and you're like, I'm going to bed. And I said later, and I found Ralbon. I was like, oh no.
This
What are
time,
all these people standing around for?
no sleep until fucking 80.
No.
We're doing this like in Heaven's Ward. Remember Heaven's Ward? That's
Oh
what I did in
no. In Heaven's Ward, I got to maybe, it must have been like 53, 54 and went to bed for the night. And you guys stayed up. And when I came back the next day and you guys were like at 56, 57, I'm like, how long have you guys been awake?
The whole fucking time.
I think when I first got to Idleshire, Fuga had just like world seconded Ravana or something.
Yeah.
Independent says, hey, I swear I saw it. Oh no. I accidentally spoiled someone in chat. Someone's telling they can turn their speakers back on. I'm sorry.
Rip.
Hold on. Matcha Mike said he's gonna spam JP only in the chat.
Me too. Our Lord and Savior JP Owen.
They said there was also some other content like the dungeons of something and something that they couldn't go into during the live letter. That was extra content they're going to be adding for Endgame, but they couldn't explain it right now because they're out of time. And I was like, dude, you're adding something new. You're adding something new for Endgame, and you're not going to tell us what it is because there's not enough time. You're killing me here. It's like it's
Dungeons of Simon and Garfunkel.
no. Here, I'll pull it up right now because that had me peeved at the end of the live letter. Let me find the announcements. Give me 1 second.
Well, they were messing around with
No, this was
Soundboard EX.
no
all the
that this
time.
was the other.
Or was it the other
This
one?
was the later live letter. Okay, it's
Okay.
the Dungeons of Lyre Griha, and I don't know what it is, but it comes out with the addition of Eden Savage and the Tomestones of Fantastic Amoria. So it's something related to Endgame. Part of me thinks they might be like maps for. It might be the 5.0 version of maps, but I don't think so because
That's not in game though. That's extra. Because I mean, I wouldn't say treasure maps are particularly end game.
Yeah, but it would be a new system, I think, because said they couldn't go in and explain it. And to me, because Aquapolis and Canals of Uznair are identical, except for in Uznair there's 2 different kinds. So if they added it, they'd just be like, "Oh, that's map." So it's something different related to endgame. It's something, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it's POTD either, because we don't get our POTD till like patch 0.3 through the expansion. What is it?
It's gonna be the next ultimate.
No.
That's what it's gonna be.
4-man.
And it's gonna be entirely unrelated. We're not getting Alexander. We're getting a whole new ultimate content.
No, what if it's the new Eureka?
Ooh, there's an idea. That's a thing. That would be something.
Do a hard pass on that.
Hey,
Yeah.
they said they're changing the next like iteration of the exploration content. They don't want it to be like extremely user unfriendly anymore. So we'll see what they do. But I don't think it'd be that either, because if they tie it to Relic again, we won't get it to like what 5.1.
Maybe.
Won't be for a while.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so let me go over the schedule. So June 28th we get early access. July 2nd is the launch of the game. July 16th is when we get Eden Normal, so that's 2 weeks. And then July 30th we get Eden Savage and the Tomestones in that new Dungeons of Lyre Giha.
If it comes out the same time as Savage, the only other thing I could think of would be it's like maybe like the casual version of something like that, where it's more grind.
I'd be down
But
for
that
that.
would just be like the new Eureka.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Tamtara
It's
again.
it's something.
Okay.
It's definitely something different, because they didn't have time to explain it to us during the live letter. So it's something different. I'm sure, like after launch, they'll probably have a segment where they explain it real quick sometime, because they usually have. Don't they usually have a live letter after launch, like a couple weeks? I can't remember.
They usually have a blog post about like
Yeah,
new systems
the-
and whatnot. So
the dev
at the
blog.
bare minimum, there'll be a dev blog.
There'll be a dev blog on it. Xana says Diadem is back. Extra Sparkly says, I hope that the next trailer isn't tied to some garbage content like Eureka. I loved Eureka. You leave me alone.
Yeah, I love Eureka too.
I think the point, because they kind of asked, Mistech asked some questions during the media tour, and she asked, like, is Eureka supposed to be this unfriendly? Did you expect communities of players that would just be interested in this content be playing together? And he's like, yeah, it was kind of the intention to have like kind of a niche community of people that wanted to play this content, because we have people in the game who kind of have a lot of free time on their hands, and we want to give them something to do. So yeah, that was the reasoning behind it. Or he also said they don't do Savage, or they don't do Ultimate, and they need something, so they just threw Eureka at them. Xana says Eureka was good, and Suka Crate says I loved it.
Hey, we got someone from Honor over here.
I can't see.
We got Izuna over here.
Hello. I don't think there's really anything else we can expect from the player base. I expect a lot of new content creators for FFXIV, though.
Us being 2 of them.
Hey, we're not new. We've been around forever. We just finally decided to start streaming. Well, I've been streaming for years. I just haven't, had a webcam or had a good quality mic, or I've been a scrub streamer for the past couple of years. Okay.
Where is your webcam right now, Soup? I don't see your webcam.
I don't put it on for podcasts because I'm not the main focus of this. This is a discussion.
Gotta see the pretty faces.
One day, if I could maybe set it up to have like a video call, we could try to do that. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I can't get Discord to show on OBS, so I don't know what's going on there. I think the Crystarium's probably going to be like the place I'm going to be hanging out a lot for a while.
I
I
hope
don't
that's
know.
the new like in-game area.
Like, you mean like the Doman Enclave or Idleshire?
Yeah, instead of fucking
Rauger's
Rauger's Reach.
Reach.
It's not a
Yeah.
city. It's not a town. It's just a fucking gathering place. Like, no, I want a fucking town or city, please.
Yeah, I really want like an actual like city to be like the end game place to hang out. None of this like you're gonna go hang out at this friggin' outpost.
See, I think the Crystarium is gonna be the place where we're gonna be hanging out most of the time, but we're gonna be rebuilding Yulmore. Because doesn't the trailer say that Sin Eaters are part of Yulmore society?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking obliterate that place on our own and have to rebuild it.
probably. Hey, welcome to 5.0's restoration process.
We destroy it.
Gotta repair it in 6.0.
Oh no. My I don't know. Let's go through final expectations though, because we're getting kind of low on time here. Everyone knows how I feel about Scholar. So, what do you guys think about your mains?
I think Ninja's gonna be OP as fuck.
See, I main multiple things, so like my opinions are very varied. For Warrior, it's gonna suck because there's not gonna be any major changes to it. It's just gonna feel like the same old, same old. Machinist is I'm actually intrigued as to what Machinist is gonna turn out to be. Especially with the Rook turret and stuff like that. I'm really hoping that it's not on the lower end tier compared to like Dancer, Bard, but you never know. And then I don't know. For healers, I generally play Scholar, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with Scholar now, to be honest.
I think they should get rid of the fucking Dark Knight poster child and throw Summoner up there, because Summoner is going to be the next hot thing with all the fucking fixes that they're doing for it.
What about your main Astrid?
I was trying to think because I'm not worried about Black Mage and I'm not worried about Summoner because I made both of them. I'm not really worried about Paladin or Dark Knight, and they ruined Warrior for me, so I probably won't pick it up until I'm just leveling everything to 80. I'm worried about healers. I'm worried it's gonna be so fucking boring. I'm not gonna want to heal anymore, and the queue is gonna be so bad because there's not a balance with healers as a class that I'm gonna be stuck just standing there in Duty Finder half the time on White Mage doing absolutely nothing.
Oh
or
yeah.
spamming Cure 2.
Let's get that WoW healing in here. Just press one button. Come on.
Oh my god.
It just sounds so boring. I'm sorry. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe Astro will be interesting, but again, I don't know.
Seems like White Mage is the big like healer that got the good end out of the deal.
Yes, that's why you're a Geomancer, Jonathan.
Yeah, I think White Mage is gonna be the new healer.
Is the tower the new reach or the new Kugane? We don't know yet, Xana. Pearl says she's happy. He's getting a real AoE rotation. Xmas Barkley says Dancer is the new thing that will replace Bard. Sukrate says time to lay down true skill. Xana says mech can go either way, but I don't have a high expectation of it. Jonathan just screamed, "This is why I'm a Geomancer." Ask Philo about the Geomancer power.
Fucking LOL.
Tyler says I'm just going to grit my teeth and deal with war. They ruined the stance dancing and all the self-healing war had, but I feel like they might still be the best DPS tank. So I feel like Warrior should probably get some of its self-healing back. It doesn't feel right, but...
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
That was kind of the point of Bloodbath and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see. We're 4 days away.
I want to see if they managed to fix Dark Knight.
Dark Knight looks like it's more or less fixed ability-wise. I don't know. Unless they tweak some of the skills from the Mediator. It looked kind of lackluster, but we'll see. I don't, because the Mediator has Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker has a skill that increases its parry rate, which I was like, the fuck is this?
Which used to be Dark Knight.
It used to be a Dark Knight skill, and I was like, are we just re-adding parry? Is that a thing again? Are we just getting rid of tenacity? What's going on here? Well, I would be fine with them bringing back some of the older systems to replace some of the dumb ones. Like, you get rid of war self-healing, but you just give it a bunch of parry. I'd be cool with that. That's fine. Give it skills that parry. Is anyone else psyched for the charged abilities? Yes. And yes,
I
and
forgot about those.
yes.
Wait, charged abilities?
Yes and no.
I forgot about those.
It depends. Like, because the reason why I'm scared about charge abilities, I will be fine with them. I'm worried about the dumb idiot who comes into content and busts them all on trash mobs. But
I think fucking Paladin charge ability. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Zinvo, remember they're making it so certain skills now have charge uses you can stack up and then use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about those?
If for ninja, I like it because then you can. It's a kind of situational thing. You can have one Kasatsu for dealing the extra crit damage, and then if say you have to Suichi or whatever, but your Mudra's down and you have one stack of that Kasatsu, you can pop it, then do your Rayton, and then you can Suichi out of there.
So, I know for a fact, I think Sakuchi...
I think that, yeah. I get the ability names mixed up.
And Avant, Repelling Strike, I think, is still there? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't remember. But all skills that have movement tied to them are charged abilities now. Like I think Elusive Jump is a charged ability now. I'm not sure, though.
I didn't know that.
So are the charged abilities just on melee or on all of them?
They're on all of them because Dancer has them, and Dancer's arranged. How they work is basically because what was happening is you'd get a skill off cooldown. Like say you get Howling Fist up and you just blast it right away because you want it to get off cooldown again. But they said they don't really care for you guys doing that, and they'd rather have it work differently, so they're just making it so you can use the abilities a set amount of times within a charge. Like say you use it once and then it'll start recharging the one charge you used. Kind of think of them like bullets. Everyone's a machinist now.
Oh, okay.
And instead of a reload skill, you just need to wait for them to come back on their own. Unless you're a dancer or have a skill that increases skill regen or GCD.
Okay.
That's why Celine doesn't have Feywind anymore. I'm sad.
You don't even have Celine anymore.
I have Celine. It's just an aesthetic look, though.
She's garbage anyway, just like Scholar.
Good damn it. So fun fact about Celine before it gets removed. Feywind does actually decrease the set amount of time things are on cooldown for, so goodbye, Celine. That's why.
In the arms of
Fucking rip.
Powder says Gunblade might top War in DPS, but we will have to wait and see. I don't think so. Gunblade doesn't seem like it would be able to top War in DPS just because it has self-healing skills. Which
I
is,
feel like Gunblade's going to be more of like a support tank, if anything.
that's what it feels like to me. Xanis says starts strong, but then one of the other healers knocks it down. Wildfire makes everything weird, so things can make things better or worse. I don't think the red mage in and out abilities are charges. No, like displacement and Korivs, those are intentionally not on charges because you have to build those. You have to build your red mage gate if you really want to use your melee combo. And they aren't even on that long of cooldowns. What's Korikor on, like 20 seconds?
Yes.
I think it's more than that.
30?
Let's find out. Core, 40 seconds.
Okay, that's still not bad. It's pretty But yeah, so I think that'll be fine. The only other change I think we need to talk about is the I'm pulling a blank right now. It's not materializing, guys, help me out. My mind's gone.
What is it about?
It's
Your brain's broken now.
yeah, it
Senpai.
is. Sorry.
It's not
worry,
Friday
I'm
yet.
with you,
so you're
too.
like,
I'm lost. Help. I'm lost in the woods. I'll find this stupid gemstone somewhere.
LOL.
is it Friday yet? No. Okay,
No.
I'm still alive.
Oh, meta. There it is.
Okay.
That was the one it was at the back of my mind that I said we might talk about. The meta. Where do you guys think the meta is going to be after this? Because it seems like with 4 tanks now, there's like no point in having a meta.
Paladin for sure.
Other than
Paladin?
the only part I'm going to concede on is healers will still have a meta because there's only 3 of them. There's going to be someone who's shit.
The way I see it, Paladin is a for sure candidate.
Yeah.
Now, depending and Warrior is the least candidate, I think. The depending on how Gunbreaker is going to be, either Gunbreaker or Dark Knight will be second.
I agree with that. Warrior has been the meta for far too long.
Warrior's been meta since 2.2 because before that it was double Paladin was better.
Yeah, so it's been, during 3.0 it was Warrior Dark Knight, and then it was Paladin Warrior, and so I think now it's going to be, I think they are intentionally weakening Warrior to make it less appealing.
Healers
Which makes sense, especially with everyone's thinking that White Mage will be the new big dick DPS, so that'll make White Mage more attractive for them.
Yeah. Kai's not here, so he can't really talk about healers, but I think meta's probably going to be White Mage and Astro, and I'm going to be stuck.
I agree with that, yeah.
I'll still have the mitigation, but I can't deploy crit lows anymore, and I don't know, my DPS is largely gone.
DPS.
Yeah, so
I think Scholar will be the progging healer
why?
because of the better shields it offers.
Yeah.
As opposed to Astro.
Yeah, we do have better shields overall than Astro now, which is something they're giving us, but I don't have my deploy crit lows anymore, which
Right, but you'll still be wanting to progress, and then Astro will be there to get them gold parses.
fucking buffs. What about melee DPS?
I think Ninja's going to be there.
Yeah, Ninja definitely, and I think it's.
I'll be right
followed
back, by the
either-
way, real life. Go ahead and keep talking.
Rip. It's either going to be followed by Monk or Dragoon.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
From the sounds of it, it seems like Dragoon's kind of falling off the ledge here because it's not as powerful as Monk, but Monk also has utility, and
sure.
and Dragoon can only do its fucking tether with one other person, so it's like who gives a fuck?
Well, the thing is that Samurai really doesn't bring anything to the table utility-wise.
Yeah, Samurai like Samurai, it better be doing fucking 12 digits before like anyone's gonna want it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, why sacrifice utility and everyone getting, I don't know, let's just say, an extra 1 to 2k DPS boost, as opposed to the Samurai who's doing more or less the equivalent of your already top highest DPS, maybe a little bit more, and that's it. It's like, no.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of like with Monk and Heaven's Ward, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Monk had no utility, and no one wanted Monk. It was it was always Ninja and Dragoon.
Yeah, because Ninja with Trick Attack and Dragoon with Battle Litany and... The one thing... You go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead first.
It was because you got like that little triad of Ninja, Monk, or no, I mean not Monk, Ninja, Dragoon, and Bard. You tether the Bard, and then with Ninja, fucking DPS just skyrockets for the whole party because of that.
Oh, for sure. No, I feel like how Samurai got the front seat in Stormblood here, it's gonna be kind of less prevalent now in Shadowbringers.
Yeah, basically. I feel kind of bad for Samurai, but I mean, it doesn't bring anything to the table. Doesn't bring
Yeah.
anything useful. And I guess, what about the physical range DPS with Bard, Machinist, and now Dancer in the mix? Only one of them is going to get picked.
It's gonna
Probably
be Dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm thinking, I think Bard might give it a run for money because of Bard's gonna provide like a more of an AOE buff, whereas Dancer's only like, you're my dance partner. So it's like, it's like a ranged Dragoon tether, right? So you're my dance partner. So it's like unless the buffs are fucking great, I think Bard would probably still be preferred. Machine is going to be left in the dust though, because it's not going to provide any utility now, and it's just going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be in the same situation as Samurai, where it's going to deal damage, sure, but it's not going to be anything super beneficial to the party.
Yeah, it's just going to be there. It's going to be another Samurai. It's like, well, we can't find a Bard or a Dancer. I guess we'll take a Machinist.
Feels like Machinist, though, is going to do more DPS than the other two.
It's going to have to do a significant amount for
But
it to,
that might be what Automation Queen is for.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, because the abilities for Machinist look really badass now, but I mean, so does Samurai, but it's not that great.
Dude, I can do 2 mid-airs now. 2.
Fuck it, LOL.
I wonder if that new dungeon is gonna be solo difficult content, like a solo savage that drops savage gear.
I would be terrified.
Lol. I'd be all for that. I'd go in there every day then. Let's go solo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because maybe that's their solution to the quote unquote meta. Is, hey, if you want to play this class and do difficult content, here you go.
That'd be really cool. Let me just catch up on chat real fast.
Take a drink.
LOL. They will bring war to see if it still has the most DPS. Palador says war and Paladin. Xana says, if Dancer ends up being the strongest but people struggle to play it, does Bard remain the best ranged? Probably. Kind of like how Samurai is super big dick DPS, but it's hard to play right. Exus Barkley says that's an interesting question. Pi says Ask Potency is kind of weak for healing. Yeah, it is. But doesn't matter because White Mage is the greatest healer who ever healed, and they'll just make up the difference easy.
Just spam Medica too.
You spam Wally West the whole fight. You can blast him on here because he doesn't play anymore. I checked already.
I know. I know.
Wait, he stopped playing?
Yeah, I don't see him anymore. Jonathan Tronstar says apparently Monk will have clipping issues with Grease Lightning 4, which I think is fine because you guys are going fast already. Now you're going too fast. Xana says LOL Dirk falling off a ledge. Also says Bard will likely be easier to play. It is every expansion. Bard just gets progressively easier to play.
It is, and that's why I honestly stopped playing it.
Soon you're just gonna throw the arrows at people and that's it.
Pi says 2 people, then the entire party every 2 minutes. Dancer buff, that is. Paldor also says, I was thinking the same thing. Rift did the same thing with their raids, but didn't drop raid gear with the solo difficulty for those dungeons. I mean, the solo content you were suggesting. Sorry, I needed to drink some water. So where were we on the... Did we go through all the DPS classes? I'm sorry.
We need mages now. The castle.
Oh, no. Yeah. Blue Mage.
It's fucking Blue Mage meta. Blue Mage new meta. Cast death on everything.
So, Red Mage is definitely going to be for Prague. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Red Mage is definitely Prague. Guaranteed. But the question is Summoner or Black Mage now?
Honestly, I say Black Mage.
Yeah.
I want to see, like, if the changes are as good as they are for Summoner.
Actually, Summoner. Now that I think about it, Summoner might be better for Prague, because you keep saying it yourself. You have a discount Medica 2 in your arsenal now.
It depends, Supa, because most people don't know how to manage either flow. So if you don't have the internal timing, you're just standing there casting Ruin for like 30 seconds, and that's not good. So, but if you can't move on the Black Mage, you're equally fucked. So I don't know.
Wait.
Well, they're removing Aether Flow from Summoner, so we don't have to worry about that.
You technically don't have Aether
Okay.
Flow. You don't have Aether Flow anymore, but you use Energy Drain to get your Aether Flow stacks now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
Scholar keeps Aether Flow, but we don't have that.
Gotcha.
We don't have the trait anymore to down the cooldown, so it's 60 seconds forever.
Ew.
It's no longer 45 seconds if you manage it right.
Which is stupid.
Hey, at Stormblood launch, it was you have a 20% chance to proc a thing that downs the cooldown time by 15 seconds for each charge you use.
Yeah.
And it never procced. I had never seen it proc. I've seen it maybe like once or twice. And they changed it because
sad.
Yeah, and they changed it because it was bad.
But I think as long as the DPS for Summoner remains good, I think Summoner is going to be the meta because it brings 3 different utilities. It brings the Phoenix with the AoE heal. It brings what is this ability called? Let me pull it back up again. It brings, where is it? Devotion, which will be a 5% DPS buff. And then it brings Raise. Whereas Black Mage, I think they're losing. I think it looks like Pi is saying that their Mana Shift is dead, so they're not bringing anything to the table. So they're the samurai of casters.
Hey, they still have a Pachyostasis.
So does Summoner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
It's a roll skill.
Yeah, I'm not counting roll skills here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what the actual class brings. The other thing is that Summoner now has an ability to survive AoE attacks through Titan. Just the Summoner, not the party, just Summoner. So y'all can get fucked, but me, not so much.
Let's see. Pi says Black Mage doesn't bring anything to the table. Xena says Black Mage, Samurai, and Mech are all in similar situations, except Mech will be hardest to play. And Neil says, Philo, just accept that you are the prog boy.
Nah, that's still Red Mage. Red Mage is prog boy.
Did you guys go over that Dancer can also heal?
Yeah. Oh no, we didn't go over that Dancer can heal, but yeah, they bring that utility, I guess, too.
But see, so how I'm looking at it, let me just go back to range for a second. Dancer can heal and buff. Bard enhances existing attributes on party members' potencies. Like they can up healing potency, or they can up direct hit rate, or they can the troubadour mitigation, and then machinist has tactician. That's it. You decrease incoming damage to the party by 10%. It's free tank buff.
LOL.
But anyway, going back to casters. So Phoenix can heal, and you guys, I think what's happening is you're having this weird overlap now between Red Mage and Summoner, where they're basically the same thing. They have a whole bunch of utility, but they don't know what to do with it. Because if you have a Red Mage and a Summoner in a party, like that's way too much utility now.
Yeah. Well, the other thing. So, the thing about Red Mage utility, like with, let me pull up its ability here in just a second, because I don't have these things memorized. Where the fuck is it? Embolden, right? So the Embolden buff only helps physical DPS. It doesn't help magic DPS. So, and with the current changes to the job, like say Paladin, and I imagine also with the Frey clone for Dark Knight as well as Dark Knight in general, Summoner's utility buffs a flat 5% damage. The damage you get from Red Mage with Embolden is only physical. So if you have a Red Mage in the party, you know, basically everyone who's doing melee stuff gets a buff, but if you start doing something else, well, you're fucked.
I'm gonna go run up an auto attack.
Yeah, basically. And whereas with Summoner, you know, everyone gets a buff. Everyone deals 5% more damage.
Okay, so it's like free balance. They gave the balance card to Summoner. R.I.P. old balance.
I mean, we already have devotion now, but it doesn't work quite like that.
No, it
like
doesn't.
that.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So Blue Mage is meta. Good job, team. No.
LOL.
But yeah, so meta's dying, but it's gonna be a tough road ahead for healers and range DPS. I think casters, tanks, and melees are in fine positions right now. I think, except warrior. I'm sorry, just more in your bloodbath.
Yeah, I'm crying on the inside.
More in equilibrium.
Pi does bring up a good question here about the potency from Phoenix. Like, is it even going to matter? And like, you got to consider how often Phoenix is actually going to be on the field. Because fucking, I just pop Bahamut once and then I can go to Phoenix. And to get to Bahamut, I only need to pop one Dreadworm Trance. It's all in one rotation.
How do you get to one Dreadworm?
Really?
Yeah, because we get a trait for Bahamut Aether that gives us 2 instead of 1.
Wow. Okay.
So you just 1/1/1 Phoenix.
Can you
So basically, I'm going to be doing Savage with Summoner and all my personal stuff with Black Mage. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, but Zena says unless the Automation Queen heals, Machinist is out. I don't think so, because that if the Dancer's healing, they're wasting GCDs on healing you. Curing Waltz is a GCD. That's DPS they're not doing, and that's something the healers should be taking care of. TBH. If the Dancer's healing, there's a problem. 20 potency regen off Phoenix though. That might matter. Depends.
Dancer's gonna be the new fucking ice mage.
Oh
We're just
god.
gonna heal instead of DPSing.
Oh no.
I'm healing on my dancer in protest of it being a DPS. I refuse to DPS. I will be healing you.
Yeah, we should get we should do this like a duty finder like troll. Like someone go as an ice mage, someone go as like a healer, dance.
You know, like casting Blizzard 3.
Scholar's a DPS again.
Oh my god.
The only way it's gonna be a DPS.
That hurt me. No. Jonathan says potencies are different from roll to roll, right? So for all we know, 20 potency heal on summoner could be 60 potency heal on white mage. It does. There is some difference between roll to roll. Like, my potency on scholar does not equate to the same potency on a DPS. It's also stat based too. So maybe potencies are the same thing, but it also depends on your stats.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like the stat for Phoenix is definitely gonna be based off of intelligence because it doesn't make any sense to have it based off of mind.
Yoshi P made it based off mind. You gotta meld a whole bunch of mind materia now.
Lol.
Oh, we can't because we can't meld primary stats
Yeah,
anymore.
You can't do that anymore.
Dude,
No piety.
Dude, I went and checked the balance Discord when they said they can't vit meld anymore, and they were all like, gonna kill themselves. No more vit melds, boys. You can't prog content like that anymore. You can't cheese mechanics because you don't know what they are anymore. Sorry, guys. Mech should be a crafter. I just think about the job. No. And Pi says, I mean, Physicon Samurai is based on... Oh, Physicon Summoner is based on mind. I thought it said Samurai. I was like, when the fuck did Samurai have learned Physic?
Yesterday.
Meld craftsmanship onto mech? No. Alright, I think we're good, though. We've basically gone over everything we wanted to, unless you guys can think of anything before we wrap this up.
No.
Okay, let's just go over final thoughts then. Who's excited? Who's excited for this?
I'm fucking ready for Friday.
I am ready for Friday, but I'm scared.
I am trying to contain my excitement.
You sound like you are.
I'm ready to just be like, look, guys at work, I gotta go. I gotta go tomorrow.
Like, I know, like, I'm super excited for it. I want to play again and everything, but, like, at the same time, it's like, if I get too excited, it's gonna make the wait unbearable, so I'm like, I'm just tempering my expectations. And then I'll just be, like, blown away on...
I'm mainly excited for the fact of this is going to be my first time I'm going to be doing early access stuff.
Yay!
That
With
being
everybody.
said, yeah. That being said, though, I'm going to be somewhat cynical about going into it, just because that's the kind of person I am. But that way, if it's really fucking boring, I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, well, I was somewhat expecting this. But I'm hoping that that's not the case.
I've taken time off. I've talked about it for like months on end, so I think everyone knows how I feel anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was surprised I was actually able to get time off.
I'm glad you finally did. You never take time off.
No.
Neither do I, to be fair, but your job is a little different from mine.
For sure.
I was surprised you took time off, Simba.
Yeah, it kind of worked out all right, though, too. Well, I mentioned it for those who don't know, my boss is my dad, so it's all family related. But I brought it up to him about 3 weeks ago, asking him, yeah, can I take that Friday off? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then just on Thursday, I brought it up to him. He's like, oh, you were taking that Friday off? I'm like, I mentioned it to you like 2 weeks ago. It's like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, you're fine. Like, okay, cool.
Oh well.
You might want to say it again.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm going to tell him like on Wednesday. I'm like, I am not coming into work. If either you or my coworker calls me, I will fucking bitch at you. I'll be like, no, I'm staying the fuck home. I'm going to play video games, and you can't make me work.
Well, on Thursday before you leave, just say, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't told my my parents yet. They're probably gonna be like bitch mad, but I don't care. I'm leaving this fucking job anyway. I don't give two shits what happens anymore.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey podcast, I got a new job. Look at that.
Yay.
Spoilers.
And before Super can never play the game again.
LOL.
Yeah, you become a corporate man on salary and we never see you ever again.
That's what I told him.
That's
not literally what I told him.
That's not happening. I will find time for this game. I will make.
He's gonna quit that one and go back to the fucking
pharmacy.
Oh
no. Oh no.
This game means a lot to me, so I need to make time for this game. I don't have a family or anything in real life, so I mean, like a family of my own. I'm talking about. I'm not
all by himself.
I'm never alone. What are you talking about? The voices in my head keep me perfect company.
Hey, that's what I say too.
Let me just read through chat real fast.
I just got cash.
I'm ready for Black Mage for personal and Dancer for harder content. I haven't pre-ordered Ant Hub. I don't know what that is. Oh, he probably said she hasn't pre-ordered anything since 2009. Is that anything? It's Ant Hub. You have a stroke again? Anyway, Pearl says about time. Spoiler, Super was raised by wolves. No, I was not. My parents have been very... My parents are very cool people. They're just a little uptight. Anyway. A lot uptight.
We've heard your dad before, Sipa.
Yep. Anyway. So I think that covers everything. I think we're done for the podcast. Oh, Pi says phone typing is hard. I'm sorry, Pi.
Rip. Didn't you get a laptop, Pi?
I don't know, maybe she did, but she doesn't want to say it. But I think we'll see all of chat next week. We'll broadcast live from the Crystarium. Well, I will. I think the others are going to want to keep playing the game. But
I'll probably join you at the Crystarium, to be honest.
I mean, look, I'll join the party, but I'm going to be out fucking murdering things.
Dude, it's gonna be Sunday night when we have this again. You're gonna be tired. I'm gonna be tired too.
Listen, this keto diet is keeping me going. I'm gonna go super. I'm just gonna eat 0 carbs and fucking be full of energy all weekend.
Are you sure you're not eating a whole bag of crystal meth?
I mean, I might as well be at this. Dude, my fucking crystal meth is bacon wrapped butter at this point.
Oh my god, that sounds like a fucking heart attack.
It's Paula Deen. It's Super Parlo is Mexican Paula.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, in response to the laptop thing, Pi says she's lazy. It's 4.5 pounds.
Oh my! It's lighter than my laptop. Pi, what?
Tentacle Messiah says steal Addies from work. I don't know what that is.
Adderall, bro.
I'm not stealing Adderall from work. You want to get? I'm not gonna be able to play Shadowbringers if I'm arrested, motherfucker.
Don't get out on bail.
Palador says he'll be up to join for the next podcast. Sure, that's fine. We can totally do that. Get a perspective from someone this is his first expansion. Yeah, we'd like that. All of us here are bitter vets, including Kai, who's not here tonight. Because I've been around since the beginning. Zimbo's been here since early 3.0. Astrid's been here since late 2.0, I think. Ophi's been here since mid 3.0. And Philo's been here since like early 2.0.
Technically,
good old
I've been
days.
here since. I've been here since like late 2.0, actually. Because I think I started playing again like the week before Heaven's Ward came out.
Well,
yeah, I
had to
started
call
like
Square.
2 months after Heaven's Ward came out, I think.
Yeah, I had to call Square Enix the other day because my roommate wanted to reactivate his account, and it wouldn't let me change the email address on there. And it was matching to my account, and they're like, "Wow, you've played forever." I'm like, "Don't touch my account. Just touch this. Don't do anything with my account, please."
You touch my account, I'll fucking murder you.
You know what they...
Like, wow, you've been a member for a long time. I'm like, just leave it alone. Just
Ash-
please, just leave it alone.
Astrid, they is your account the same one you used for 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Like,
Fuck.
please, just don't mess with anything in there. I have it the way I like it.
Oh, I'm glad they didn't look at my account. Fucking holy shit.
Alright, let's catch up on chat one last time for
One more shot.
One more shot for Stormblood. This is the end. So if you got something to type it now because I'm not gonna fucking read it if I get to it and it's too late. Extra Sparkly says he joined a month before Heaven's Word. Oh, the last month of Heaven's Word. And Xana says, I was right after Heaven's Word dropped. Pi says, I am baby from 4.3. I had to drag you to this server, Pi. you were like, I'm playing again. I'm like, get over here. And Pearl says, same for her. Alright, that's it. No more. We're done with Stormblood. I almost said Heaven's Word. Boy, that would have been
Oof.
late.
Yeah.
Big oof.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you this podcast next time when in Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers.
Yeah,
See you all in Shadowbringers.
I'm ready.
See you folks later.